Mac, can you please stop? Hey, Mackie. Yes, ma'am. You can't be on the camera naked. Thank you. Can you go out there, please? Can you go out there, please? You know, you are nakers. You can't do that. You can't come over here. Don't hit the camera. Yeah, you can bring your milk. You can't be in a video naked. Struggling a bit. Okay. Hey guys, Heather here, wife and mom at Big Family Tiny House, and today we are going to tour the kids' room. Yay! So before we get over onto it, I just wanted to go over a few things, a few talking points that we are often asked about. The biggest thing being people are like, kids need so much room and so much stuff, and do your kids have enough room, and do your kids have enough stuff? And I might ruffle some feathers here, but to be perfectly honest, I don't think stuff and I don't think space is what makes a childhood. I mean, we all obviously know that, but this idea of striving for more stuff and more space and buy the bigger house because we have too much stuff and not enough space just sort of befuddles me. I would rather have less space and less stuff, obviously. Like, we all know this. We live in a tiny house. But I just think it's a great way for kids to live too. I think it's a great way to live and a great way to grow up, where you learn you don't have to have everything you want, and you don't have to have the biggest, loudest, brightest of everything. You can have the few things that you love and the few things that you need, and you can be happy. I think that's a great mindset to start your life out in. I wish I had done that when I was a kid. And obviously I have some inclination for it because here we are now. But I just don't think kids need stuff. And I don't think kids need that much space. There's a ton of space outside. They can use that for free. So, you know, a lot of people like having a lot of stuff and having a lot of space, and I think that's perfectly fine. But I definitely don't think you're lacking in your childhood if you have less space and less stuff. So with that being said, they do have everything they need. They have all the space they need. They each have their own bunk with their own shelf, and you'll see it all. But we still have to purge from time to time. After Christmases and birthdays, and just, you get random little trinkets here and there. Every few months or so, we still have to go through everything and just sort of get rid of a bunch of stuff. You just accumulate stuff no matter where you live. So if you don't stay on top of that, especially in your kids' stuff, it really gets out of control. So, yeah, so what you're going to see today is a recently purged cleanup. And there are definitely days where it's way less organized and picked up and tidied than it will be. But for the most part, we try to teach them to have few things and take care of them, and this is your stuff and your room and your space, and you're in charge of it. So there's going to be coloring and writing on the wall, which I know a lot of people hate, and it's a horrible thing, and I try to not have them do that out in the main living areas, but it's their space. Like, I don't really care if you want to write your name on the wall. It doesn't bug me that much. Maybe it should, but it kind of doesn't. Just when you do it in the shared living spaces. But your space is your space, and we have a rule too that you have to be invited into someone else's space. So, for example, Mac cannot just go into Cora's room, we call it a room, Cora's bed, and just wreak havoc and play with all her things and touch all her stuff and do all of that whether she's there or not. She has to give consent. She has to say, yeah, you can come into my bed. Yeah, you can come into my room. And that goes all 4 ways. Every kid has to give the say every single time. So that really gives them a sense of ownership. But it also just, you know, when you are limited in space, I think giving them sort of the authority to say, like, this stuff's mine, this space is mine, don't go past here, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Like, I think that's good. I think they need that. I think that creates healthy boundaries in all aspects of life, but that's a good first way to learn it. So yeah, and their room has a lot of modifications to it. We added a lot of stuff to their room. Like, for example, their door wasn't really a door. It was just like this screen, like an accordion almost, like screen. It was very strange. So we took that out and put a real door in. Yeah, we just added a bunch of stuff to their room. So we'll walk through all of that and I'll show you through kind of everything we added in and changed and modified. And then, you know, I'll show you some of the kids' bins and stuff and try to tell you where we got the things that hold all their toys and things. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to put them below. And here we go. Here goes the tour. Awkward. Start over.
All right, start it over. Go.
No, you didn't start. All right, so here is the kids' tour. So as you can see, this is the lovely door that I talked about. It's just a bifold door. There's no handle on this side, but you just push and there it is. So from the inside, they have a handle that they can open and close it with. But yeah, this is where the weird accordion thing was, and we just made a new track. Took the old one down, added this one in, and we just picked one that fit the space, so we didn't have to really do much modifications to the door itself, just putting it in. So I don't know if you can come in or not, but alright, so we'll start with Mac's bed. Everybody has blackout curtains. Everyone's are stapled to the wall rather than using a curtain rod because obvious reasons, but his are stapled all the way shut, so he doesn't rip them off the wall. But his is pretty simple, pretty basic. We added the shelf in the back. The older kids have another desk type shelf, but he just hits his head on his, so his is out. That's his bin of toys and a few books, and then he has his blankets and 2 pillows. But the coolest thing about his bed is this custom crib face that was made for us by our good friend who's a handyman. But you just pull it up, lock it in place, and ta-da! So we made sure that these were the right sizing, up to code, and he put some extra pieces in between Quinn's ladder here so he couldn't just get in and out of there, but also wouldn't get stuck. So his just nice and easy, just like any other normal crib. And ta-da! And when he gets a little bit older, we'll just probably start leaving this down at night so he can get used to being in a regular bed without baby jail. On top of Mac is Quinn. Quinn is very into Star Wars, very into Legos, and very into Pokemon. But the boys just have these quilts for winter, but right now they just use these fleece blankets. And they have blackout curtains, but theirs can roll up. Right now we have them rolled with my hair clips. But when they sleep at night, they have those down. And then, so this is the desk type shelf that I was telling you about. These were custom made. We just put these, nailed these into the wall here, and then there's another piece just like this under the mattress. And they just slide right in and out. So when you want to change sheets, it can be sort of crazy, like you have to take the whole thing out and take the mattress out and do that. But it's not too crazy once you get the hang of it. So there's his stuff, And then across the way here is Lincoln's bed. He's also into Legos. Pretty much the same thing, but on a different side. Oh, and you'll notice everybody has picked their own paint color. So Lincoln has red, Quinn had blue, and Mac had yellow. But yeah, he's got the same shelf and desk. And they'll just hang out up here for a long time. They fit under here sitting, so that's good.
Hey, Beans.
Hey.
You want to show everybody your bed?
Yeah! Oh, look!
You want to get in there and show them how you play?
You know, there's a clip here. My window's like that, like straight, like flat, and there's a clip right here, so it can be up. So my bed wouldn't have to be super dark. And here are my toys. Mom cleaned it up, and Mom got rid of some of the stuff and put it to Goodwill. Right? And here are my Pokemon